Hey guys, Nora Nightmare here again. I'm starting off with eye primer. Doesn't really matter which one you like. I'm trying to work through one that I got in a Lip Monthly bag. It's fine, I don't hate it, but I think it's probably out of my price range because everything in those Lip Monthly bags is usually super expensive. So I'm starting by just going in with like a really light, like neutral pink. I'm going a little simpler on my makeup today, just because I'm only going to like Aldi and Kroger. So I don't really need to be the fancy goth broad at the grocery store. Plus Loretta is like kind of being a crazy person today. With this pink, I'm just putting it in my crease as like a transitional color and then blending it out. And I'm keeping it in that sort of like mountain hill shape, which I like so much for my hooded eyes. Oh, I'm going in with like a mid-tone peachy sort of color. They look pink on the black brushes, but they're definitely more in the peach family. So I've been playing around with methods for getting big, awesome wings. And I found something that I'm actually kind of digging on, and they are basically just disconnected wings. So instead of doing a wing as part of an overall liner, so I'm just doing the wing with no connection to anything else. And I am gonna go in and like sharpen it up a little. I just wanna get it on there. And then what I'm gonna wind up doing is just doing a little bit of shading around the edge of it so that it doesn't look totally out of nowhere. And then when you do your tight lining on that inner waterline, it sort of creates the illusion that it's all one piece. But I think it's really flattering on hooded eyes. Okay, so there we have two big fabulous wings, but they are not connected to anything. So what I do now is I grab, this is a Morphe, it's like a little bullet blending brush, and I grab some gel eyeliner. This one is from ELF. I put just a little bit on here, and then I apply it around the wing, like the base of it, and sort of blend it out. And then in a minute here, we're going to be applying shadow over it so that it all sort of blends together. And you're left with something a little more cohesive than just a wing out of nowhere, but something that's a little easier for us with hooded eyes to rock than a full across the lid liner. See, you can see it's already a little bit better blended. So then I'm going to grab, this is an ELF like blending crease brush. And then I'm gonna go in, let's see, what color do I wanna do? I think I wanna do like a soft purple. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go in with this guy, which is just sort of like mauve-y. And then just apply that just to sort of blend it out and add a little bit of depth into the outer V. Now I'm going to go back in with this big fluffy blender and just blend the bejesus out of it. So yeah, you can sort of get the idea there. It's just a little bit easier than doing like the full crazy wing. So I'm just going to go ahead and make the other side match as best I can. Okay. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back in with this guy and that purple. Then blendy, blendy, blendy. Okay. And then I'm going to add a little bit of highlight to the inner portion. And for that, I just got this. I'm really stoked on it. It's the NYX holographic halo stick. And I got it in Reflector, which is like a pinky, it has pink and gold reflect in like a white base. And it is the cutest. So I'm gonna go in with a very, very stiff flat brush. This is another one from the ELF set, because this is a cream. So I'm just gonna pat that into my inner corners. But it's nice because it has this really creamy base. You can put it around your eyes and it doesn't like slip and hurt. Because I have pretty sensitive eyes. And so normally I don't wear like honest to goodness glitter around them because it hurts like a mother. So this is a really awesome invention. Originally I bought it to use as like a highlighter on my cheeks, but it's just a little bit more glitter than I necessarily want on my cheeks most of the time. I'm sure there will come an event where I'm like, oh yeah, glitter this bitch up. But so far that has not happened. Okay, so you can see there's some lovely sparkly business going on in there now. I'm just gonna try and even it out a little. There we go. And I threw a little bit down around the lower lash line too. I really can't overstate how fucking glittery this highlighter is. But I love it. I love it very, very much. And eventually I'm probably gonna try on my eyes using it as a base. I have this really pretty loose glitter that I've never worn because I'm frankly terrified of it. I bought it, but I'm scared of it because I'm a weenie. So I'm gonna try it with that at some point. So for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with a little angle brush and just take that darker purple shade, pop that right under here. I love the look of ultra dark lower lash lines, but I have watery eyes, so I have to keep it a little bit more tame usually. So now I'm gonna go in on the other side with that same purple, pop it right under my lower lash line, and then blend it slightly with the glittery highlight. So now that I've got that purple packed on under there, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of black. This is one of the Wet n Wild singles. I need something that has more pigment. I just haven't decided what I want yet. I'm sort of torn between the Inglot Freedom System black and the Sugar Pill Bulletproof black. I know that I want to make a move towards buying just singles, and I'm also trying to switch to more indie brands. And I'm also going cruelty free. So like I've already found a replacement for my hair dye. I'm trying to move away from all of the non-CF products in my kit. Like I found out Morphe isn't cruelty free and I was like, crap. Because that's like 98% of my eyeshadow. Okay, so there we go. Just a little added depth in the outer corners. Again, we're just trying to lend a little bit of context to these big wings, but without like totally overwhelming the eye with them. And I'm gonna go in with my black pencil liner. Use whatever you want. I'm just trying to get rid of like samples that I've had, and tight line. And this, I think, is the biggest thing that lends context to the wing, is some really good tight lining. Try not to stab yourself in the eyeball like I just did. Yeah, so you can see how it really, like this eye isn't tight lined yet, this one is. And I think you can really see how much extra context it lends. And I don't have mascara on yet either, which also really completes it, but I always put mascara on last after I have the rest of my face on. One of my husband's best friends, he and his wife got married like super quick because he's in the military. So they had like a very fast like courtroom wedding right before he got deployed. But next month in February, they're having a vow renewal, which is pretty much like their real wedding, you know? And my husband and I are both transplants to Kentucky. He's from Connecticut, I'm from Chicago, or right outside Chicago. And so I haven't actually met a whole lot of his family. Like I've met his mom and his aunt, and I've met his stepdad on Skype, and I've met like some of his friends on Skype, but that is it. So I'm like shitting myself. I'm so nervous that I'm gonna get there and they're gonna be like, who's this bitch? Like, don't be bringing this weird goth bitch around. That's just my fear. I know it's irrational. Now I'm gonna go in and fill in my eyebrows with just super dark brown on a regular little angle brush. You guys have seen me do my eyebrows in some detail, so I don't feel like I really need to go over it too much. It's amazing how much different, like, no eyebrow, eyebrow, no eyebrow, eyebrow. We're talking about like giving context to these disconnected wings, and I feel like the eyebrow actually does a shocking amount of work in terms of lending context to it. I know some people don't love doing their brows, but I really think, like, I don't do mine, you know, I don't have Instagram eyebrows, nor do I have like shaved off and drawn on eyebrows anymore. I used to when I was younger. But my husband and I have a deal. I keep my eyebrows and he shaves. So if I want to avoid having a bearded husband, I have to keep my eyebrows. Now I'm gonna go in with my mascara. Again, I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous, and I really like it, but I found out it's not cruelty-free. I am gonna miss this L'Oreal mascara though, because it's the biz. Like, that length, that volume. But I just, in this day and age, I really don't understand why animal testing for cosmetics is necessary. I mean, I can kind of understand it for like skincare, because that's bordering on like medical. But in terms of cosmetic application, like makeup, I feel like there's not that much difference in ingredients. I feel like it's ingredient combos and stuff like that, but you're already going to know the contraindications of your ingredients because we've been using the same ones for so long. Well, thank you guys so much for listening, and you know, of course, if you have any questions, comments, requests, just throw them down in the comment section. I will get to them as soon as I can. I'm usually pretty quick about that sort of stuff. So yeah, I hope to talk to you guys all soon. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you later.